Students, this is Lata Narwani from Mount Litra Z School Jhansi. Children, we had started a new lesson. This is structure of atom. Today we'll start this lesson and we'll come to know how the structure of atom was discovered. So we know Dalton proposed a model of atom in 19th century according to which atom was indivisible. He gave the atomic theory, Dalton's atomic theory, and he said that atom is the smallest particle of any substance. It is indivisible. It cannot be broken down into further smaller substances. But later on it was found that there are charged particles present inside the atom. When we rub a plastic scale on our hair, after that the scale can attract bits of paper. Similarly, amber, when rubbed with a piece of flannel, it can also attract small pieces of paper. Any substance showing such attractive force was said to have acquired some electrical charge. So experiments were performed, like this experiment was performed. Rub a glass rod with silk cloth and bring it near to inflated balloon. What was the observation? Observation was that the glass rod attracts the inflated balloon. Now the conclusion drawn from this was that these activities show that after rubbing two articles with each other, they become electrically charged. So it was thought that there is some charge or charged particles are present inside the atom, because when they are attracting, when silk rod is attracting the bits of paper, means some force is present inside that. And from where is that force coming? Some charged particles are present which can attract those bits of paper. Our next topic is discovery of cathode rays. Cathode rays were discovered by J.J. Thomson. The experiment which was performed to discover the cathode rays was a discharge tube experiment. Here is the diagram of this. You can see a discharge tube taken here in which a gas is filled at very low pressure. Two metallic rods, cathode and anode, are fitted towards the each end of this tube. Then they are connected with a high voltage battery and the experiment was done. So this is the apparatus taken for the experiment. We know that under ordinary pressure, gases are bad conductors of electricity. However, when a high voltage is applied to gases at very low pressure, the gases become conductors and electricity begins to flow in the form of rays. Now, experiment which was done is like this. Take a hard glass tube almost 50 centimeter closed at both the ends. It is called a discharge tube. It is fitted with two metallic electrodes. One is cathode, which is negatively charged, and second is anode, which is positively charged. Both the electrodes are connected to the positive and negative terminals of the battery of high voltage, almost 10,000 volts. The discharge tube is then filled with a gas and the pressure of the gas is reduced to 10 to the power minus 2 atmosphere. After performing this experiment, what was the conclusion drawn? Conclusion was light is emitted in the tube and color of the light varies with the gas taken inside the discharge tube. Second point, the rays start emerging from the cathode and move towards the anode. These are called cathode rays. Further studies of cathode rays revealed that these cathode rays are made up of negatively charged particles which were later on called electrons. Now let us study the properties of cathode rays. Cathode rays have following properties. First, these rays emerge from cathode and move towards the anode. Second, if an object is kept in their path, these rays cast a shadow. This means that cathode rays travel in a straight line. Third, if a small paddle wheel is placed in their path, the wheel starts rotating. This means that these rays are made up of material particles, means they have mass and they can produce some force so that the paddle wheel starts rotating. Fourth point is, when an electric field is applied on cathode rays, these rays are deflected towards positive plate. This shows that they carry negative charge because negative charge is attracted towards the positive side. Fifth point is, cathode rays ionize gases through which they pass. Next point is, they can penetrate through thin metal foils. Last point is, the properties of these rays do not depend on the nature of the gas taken in the discharge tube. Means if we change the gases taken in the discharge tube, there will be no change in the properties of these rays. So the conclusion drawn is this: on the basis of above properties, it was concluded they are particles having negative charge. Means these cathode rays, they are nothing else but they are negatively charged particles. Later on, these were called electrons. Charge on electron is equal to 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulombs. This is known as 1 unit of electrical charge. Mass of electron was found to be 9.1 into 10 to the power minus 31 kg. So these were called electrons. So this is all for today. Thank you.